Being a Las Vegas Raider means the world to quarterback Derek Carr, and he poured his heart out to the media with tears running down his cheek about it. He spoke of what he and a few others on the team had to do to play on Sundays. He himself is dealing with a back injury, so he spoke of how he feels about seeing others on the team that aren't as committed. It's been like that over his whole 9-year career, so it's no wonder why he was emotional. He's had guys either come in just for the money or one out as soon as they lose a couple of games. Then there's Antonio Brown, who never played a game in the silver and black. Not many have wanted to stay and fight for it with Carr. He's also had guys stay but not fight. But who's he talking about now? Let's go back to that press conference. He was obviously emotional, but what wasn't obvious is who he might have been talking about. Carr's a good teammate, so he's going to handle that with the team, not with the media. Let's listen and try to figure this out.
Is there, in any way, a disconnect with what you're trying to do and this new staff as far as the system?
I don't think so. I love Josh. I love the Carr. I love our coaches. They've had nothing but success, way more success than I've ever had, and, I'm sorry.
Derek,
sorry.
Continue.
To finish that, sorry for being emotional. I'm just pissed off about some of the things, that a lot of us try and do just to practice what we put our bodies through just to sleep at night. And for that to be the result of all that effort pisses me off. Pisses a lot of guys off. It's hard knowing what some guys are doing. Like I said, just to practice what they're putting in their body just to sleep at night. Like just so we could be there for each other. And I wish everybody in that room felt the same way about this place. And as a leader, that pisses me off, if I'm being honest.
When your team is 2-7, it could be many people. Defensive lineman Cleveland Farrell, Neil Farrell, and Matthew Butler were inactive Sunday for violating team rules. This shocked me about Farrell because he was always known as one of the hardest workers on the team. Is this one of those cases that he knows the new regime didn't draft him, so his time there is coming to an end soon? Or does he feel like he's getting a raw deal because he's not getting more snaps while Chandler Jones continues to not be able to pressure his quarterback? The really bad thing about all of this is he did whatever he did with rookies. That's not the kind of influence you want to have on rookies. This is especially bad for Farrell because he was getting better and starting to get more snaps in the defensive line rotation. I'm not sure the Raiders had much of a plan for Farrell before as they declined his 5th-year option, and he's not exactly burning it up on the field either. After this, they may want to just go ahead and cut him like they did Jonathan Abram last week to get him away from their rookies. Culture matters, and what Farrell did isn't good for it. Could Carr be talking about Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller? They are a huge part of why the offense isn't as good as they're supposed to be. Renfrow is a top 3 slot receiver and Waller a top 3 tight end, so either one can make you pay dearly for doubling Devontae Adams. Then you have a top 5 running back in Josh Jacobs to make the defense pay for keeping their safeties back. Then after one good run too many, the 8th man goes back into the box and it's time to go back to the air. That's an unstoppable offense, but the Raiders have only had that offense on the field for 43 snaps this season. That's because Renfrow and Waller have been injured a lot. Renfrow has been in concussion protocol and now has a rib and hamstring injury. Waller has had a hamstring injury since training camp but has played in 5 games. But the last few weeks he's practiced and even warmed up on game day but didn't play. Now he and Renfrow are on IR and can't play for at least 3 more weeks. Is Carr taking that as abandonment while he's out there with a bad back? Does he feel like they're not in the fight? Or could it be some of the guys that are out there playing? When you lose to the teams the Raiders have been losing to lately, that is a possibility. Perhaps the answer will be in future cuts and/or changes in the starting lineup. But tell me what you think in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.